Shalom Yasharala, all praises and glory goes to our mighty power Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and salutations unto the elect and feeding the sheep of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. Sincerity and the truth with this great gospel, man, coming out the Bible. And we're going to get straight into this lesson about this dying dollar, man. This dying dollar. Pretty soon, they're going to hold a funeral for this dollar because this dollar is going to be in the history books very soon. All countries are cutting off ties to that American currency. Now all these different Russia, China. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read this. It says US dollar. Russia, China, EU are motivated to shift away from US dollar. That's what you're getting right now, man. Nobody's nobody's really respecting that American dollar because they know it's not backed by anything. It's not backed by anything, man. There's no gold in Fort Knox. The oil that they get is from Saudi Arabia. So really, America. That's how America became that petrol. That's how the petrol dollar became the money of the world. So if you want to buy gas, oil, you got to change it to the petro dollar, American currency. So that's what really pushed them up at that forefront. Because most countries to purchase that crude oil, they had to change their currency to American currency, man. So they would have to spend more of their currency to get less of that American dollar. That's how this man is in control of this empire, man. But what these people, they trying to get the fuck away from that dollar. They trying to get away from that. They trying to get away from the dollar because the dollar is falling and it's failing, man. I'm gonna read. It says sanctions are destroying U.S. dollar status as world's top currency. It says the continental use of sanctions to pressure countries and companies perceived to will the U.S. dollar lose its place as the world's number one? Yes, it will. It's gonna lose that position. I'm gonna read this. It says Alexander Mikheyev, Director General of Russia's state arms exporter, Rosoboronexport, announced on Tuesday that Russia and India have abandoned the use of the dollar in a mutual settlement, with all payments made in rubles and rupees. This is from December 2021. 2021, man. So what? This just happened. Russia and India, U.S. dollar and mutual settlements, man. Hey, pretty soon nobody's going to want to use that dollar. That's why they're pushing so much into this digital technology, this money that just in thin air money. And what can they do with this thin air money, this make believe money, this digital money? Man, they could control your lives, man. They could cut you clear off. What else? If you owe them anything, they ain't got to wait for you to give it to them. They could just take it from you. If you say you got tickets, whatever you kind of penalties you done acquired in this society, and now they unjustly find you, what happens? They don't gotta come and take you to court and ask you for the money, man. They just gonna go in your shit and take it, because that's what Esau is gonna use to control the people, man. That digital currency. I'm gonna read the book of James 5:1. It says, "Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for the miseries that shall come upon you." For the miseries that shall come upon you. And what's the worst thing that could happen to a rich man? For them to lose their wealth, for them to lose all the money they have acquired throughout their generational lives, and why you think these so-called white people commit so much suicide? When they lose it, they lose their lives. They lose it all, man. They go crazy. They end up in psych wards, and that's what the Lord's about to do. The Lord's about to remove all wealth and riches from these people, man. The Bible said that this devil's about to be like he has not been. He's about to go back to pure poverty, pure bumness. I'm reading this. It says, "Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for the miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten." It says, "Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days." What did this devil do, man? The devil would try to stack up all this money because he already know um, when all hell breaks loose in SHCS, So like, let me take it back. It says, your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as if it were with fire. And ye have heaped treasures together for the last days. And like I was saying, they actually think all this money is going to be able to deliver them in the last days, man. They actually think their money is going to be able to deliver them in the last days. What did the Lord tell them? This is Luke 6:24. And it reads, but woe unto you that are rich. No, you're going to have a good life because you're rich and you're going to be able to pay your way out of the destruction that's coming. No, I'm going to read it again. It says Luke 6, verse 24. But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation. Yeah, you've received your consolation. Matter of fact, when you go into that word, the definition, right? It says, consolation, the comfort received by a person after a loss of disappointment. There was consolation in knowing that the others were worse off. Comfort. This is your comfort in this society, your wealth. This is what makes you feel better in this society, man. So what happens when this dollar collapses? Because as we know it, everything is going up. The cost of living is going up. And you're talking about in God we trust. When you look at this dollar bill is nothing but symbols, Illuminati symbols, really for the elites of this society, man. For the elites of this society. Let's look at a few of them. It says, Anuit Coeptis, announcing the conception. What is it talking about? These Illuminati motherfuckers, man, the elites. It says, Illuminate I, great architect of Lucifer. And that's what you got on top of that pyramid breaking off. What else you got? You got Novus Ordo Seclorium, secular new order, aka New World Order. It says the 13 letters in motto, e pluribus unum, one of many. Didn't Obama say that? Out of many nations, one, because they want to bring everybody underneath that one body. One of many. Esau trying to bring that new world order that no religion, the only religion is you're going to worship him. You're going to bow down to him and his system. That's what he's trying to set himself up on as God on the earth, man. And the more that he pushes that spirit, what is the Lord doing? The Lord taking his might away. The Lord's taking his might away, man. That dollar's collapsing. Its buying value is no longer as strong as it used to be. That's why there's some call it hyperinflation, meaning the prices of the cost of living is about to rise like you have never seen before in your existence. Like you've never seen, from your gas, from your food, right? Things that you depend on. You need your gas to get to work. You need the food to survive, right? What else? Your rent, your mortgage, right? Shit, the price of school, colleges, education, cars, right? We could keep going all mother freaking day. Life is about to be on how can I say unachievable. You ain't gonna be able to achieve nothing in this life, man. It's a lot of depression that's coming very fucking soon. And let's look at this. See how much things has gone up in this society, right? It says college tuition increased by 1,120%. Medical care increased by 601%. Housing cost increased by 380%. Meanwhile, the pay of typical workers rose by just 10%. See, it don't matter. The math, the Lord said, I'm reading the book of Proverbs 11:1. It says, a false balance is abomination to our Lord Yahweh. A false balance is an abomination to the Lord Yahweh. But a just weight is his delight. And this society is totally unbalanced. It's unbalanced, man. So you got something called the checks and balances, where these so-called political people are supposed to be keeping each other in check. That shit don't work. They all in it together. It's to make they got some call a fake ass. It's an illusion, man. It looks like it's working, the system working, but it's really not working. It looks like they're here to help you. but they're really not here to help you. And you could tell by where we're at right now today that they ain't here to help you. Unemployment all time high, poverty at an all time high, but what the cost of living at an all time? I mean, the money you're getting at your job don't don't match up what you're supposed to be don't match with what the cost of living is. So like you're underpaid. You're underpaid. And this, you're being raped. You're being robbed. You're really a slave in this society, man. They keep you in debt. You get enough just to be kept in debt. I'm reading again. A false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is His delight. Yeah, and they wonder why the people are so upset. It says typical workers rose by just 10%. Minimum wage workers fell by 5.5%. Average CEOs increased by 937%. Yeah, it looks like you people at the bottom are losing. You losing real bad. But don't forget, you was already at the bottom, so it's not too bad. It's these motherfuckers at the top. That's who needs to worry. These fat cats, these rich men. Like it says, woe unto you rich men. I'm reading the book of Proverbs 27 and 24. For riches are not forever, and doth the crown endure to every generation? Yeah, riches are not forever, man. What's about to happen? These riches about to make them some wings, and they about to fly away. They're about to fly away from the so-called white man, and he's about to come and be brought low.